Good morning guys, my name is Shivaram Krishna. Today I am going to explain about joints. So first of all, what is meant by joint? Uh, Joint is nothing but joining two tables. Here I wrote a employee table and a department table. If you want to join two tables and get a single table, that is nothing but a joint. For example, if you want to fetch the data of employee name and department name that belongs to. So the employee name is in employee table and the department name is present in department table. So if you want to fetch the data between these two, we use joins. So we will write a query. Joins, there are of 6 types. First one is inner joint. Second one, left joint. Third one, right joint. Fourth one, cross joint. Fifth one, natural joint. Sixth one, self joint. First of all, I am going to discuss about inner joint. In inner joint, we will match the data. The data which are present in employee ID and department ID. Those two tables should be matched by attributes. So I am going to write the query. Select E dot employee name, comma T dot department name from the table employee. So why I am writing employee name and the department name? Because we want to get the data employee name and department name. Means we need to get the two rows, employee name and department. That's why we are writing employee name and department name in this query. So employee E, comma here we are joining these two tables. Means the left table is employee and first one is inner joint. I am writing inner joint, or we can write join also, and department D. Now we need to specify the condition on E dot. So here we need to write the condition which are matching the rows, columns. So here department ID and here also department ID is there. So employee dot, from the employee table, employee dot department ID is equals to department dot department ID. So this is the query for inner joint. Basically what happening means, in from the employee table there is a department ID, from department table also there is a department ID. So here the department ID is D1, here also department ID is D1. So these two department IDs are present in both tables. So we need to write the data which is related to employee name. So if I write employee name and department name, we need the output of these two attributes. So Rahul is department ID is D1 and here department ID is also D1. So we need to write Rahul and IT. Rahul in employee name and IT department name in IT. So next, the Manoj is also D1. Manoj is also D1. So these two also matching. So we need to write Manoj IT department. Next, James is having department ID D2, and here department ID D2 is HR. So James HR, and Michael department ID is D2, and here also department name is HR. So Ali is having a department ID is D10, and there is no department ID 10 which is not present in the department. So there is no match. So this is the overall output for the inner joint. Means in the inner joint, the matching elements only we are the matching records only we are writing. So next, when it comes to second one is left joint. In left joint, first it will perform inner joint. In addition to that, it will perform the records, all the records which are left out at left table. That means the records which are not present, not matched on the left table, that records we have to write. So let's see with the example. So now we are going to learn about left joint. Left joint is nothing but an inner joint plus additional records which are left out at left table. Left table, that is nothing but an employee table. So instead of this inner joint, we will write the left joint. So this is nothing. This is the syntax for this left joint. In this left joint, what happening means we are writing the matching records, and additional to that, which are left out records which are present in employee table also we are writing. Let's see. Employee name and department name. So here first we need to perform inner joint. So inner joint means D1 department 1. So I am going to write Rahul IT department, and Manoj also matching. So Manoj IT department. James HR department, and Michael also HR department. So this is the result set of inner joint. So we wrote the matching records. Now we need to write the records which are not matched in employee table. So Ali D10, this is the only table. This is the only record which are not present in the department table. So I am writing Ali. So there is no match. That's why we should write null. So this is nothing but a left joint. Now I am going to start explain about right joint. So in this right joint, it is also exactly same. Inner joint plus all the records which are out at right table. So right table is nothing but employee department table. Here we are going to write right joint. So in this right joint, first we will perform inner joint. Inner joint is nothing but till here it is an inner joint. Inner joint result. And so in right joint, the records which are not matched in department table, we are going to write those records. So this is the inner joint one. Okay. So D3 finance is not matched with this table. So here I am writing in department finance. So there is no value in employee table. So we need to write null. And D4. For D4 also there is no match in the employee table. So we need to write admit. Again there is no value, that's why we need to write null. So this is overall right joint. This is the result set of a right joint. Now I am going to explain about the cross joint. So cross joint, it is nothing but it gives the Cartesian product. Cartesian product means the records which are present in the employee table and the records which are present in department table. Here there are 5 records in employee table and here there are 4 records in department table. So Cartesian is nothing but a cross. 4 into 5 is equals to 20 records. That means we will get to 20 rows. Rahul IT, Rahul HR, Manoj Finance. Like this we will get 20 records. That is nothing but a cross joint. Now I am going to discuss about natural joint. Natural joint is nothing. This is the syntax for natural joint. It looks exactly like an inner joint, and there will be no condition for this natural joint. So it will perform all the records which are matched. You will get Rahul, employee name, department name. Here Rahul and ID, Manoj IT, James HR and Michael is also HR department. So it looks exactly like an inner joint, but generally we don't use natural joint much because of it looks exactly like an inner joint, and there are some disadvantages of this natural joint. It's because of we are getting the same output. Sometimes we don't need to execute this query, or it will be automatically executed and it will show the exact result looks like inner joint. So that is all about natural joint. And next, self joint. In self joint is nothing but a table. We can perform a joint with a one table only. For example, if you take a department table, we will write the query as like this: select department, D1 dot department name, comma D2 dot department name from department D1 self joint department D2 D1 dot department name is equals to D2 dot department name. So here what happening is there is a department table. This is one we are considered as D1, and there is another department table which we are considering as D2. It looks exactly same. Here we are writing department ID and department name. So all the records which are present in D1 exactly same as D2. So this is the query for writing the self joint.